Hey guys, what's going on? This is Tyler. Today I wanted to bring you a video entitled The INTP Dating Mindset. This is one of the videos in a series that I'm doing on INTP dating. This can be a difficult thing for INTPs to get themselves out into the dating world, really go for what they want. So I think this is an important video series, and today we're going to be talking about what kind of mindsets you got to put yourself in first before you go out there into the dating world. So let's get into it. Okay, so I try to talk about this a little bit in every single one of my videos. INTPs with their cognitive function stacks are blessed. And you might think I'm crazy for that because INTPs don't really have easy lives. They're not really the most successful people out there, I'll give you that. But what we can do is use our TI hero to figure out the complex problems in the world. Any problem that you throw out there into the world, the INTP is going to be the best equipped to solve that problem. Their mastery of logical thinking will be second to none. Nobody will be able to touch them. Possibly the ISTP, because they also have TI hero. But the difference in us is that we have NE parent, whereas they have SE parent, so they're more practical with things. Once they see a solution, they just apply it really quick, whereas we're always looking for other ways to do it, better ways, other things to do. But what you need to realize as an INTP is that you can use this gift to also solve the problems of your own life. You need to figure out, well, this is not a strong point of mine. Since I have SE trickster, I'm not very in your face, I'm not very in the moment. This is something I can work on to get better. Because we are INTPs, we can realize this and we can change ourselves. We can work on our weak points to begin making them strong points. And this is actually something that we can do very easily if we put our effort and all of our thinking into it. Alright, now I will quickly go over the INTP Cognitive Function Stack. I usually do this in every video too, just to kind of give you an idea of what our function stack looks like. Over here is our ego function, so this is our main personality. This is where we're normally at. TI hero, this is all about logic, problem solving. Remember guys, nobody can touch you when it comes to that, and that should give you a little bit of confidence. NE parent, so we're always concerned with other ways of doing things, metaphysics. SI child, we'd like to be comfy. We have pretty good memories, we're all about the past. We'd like to take in good experiences. FE and fear, this is a detriment to our lives. We're pretty good at understanding people's feelings, how they feel, but we're not very good at helping them with that. And because of this, we feel like we may not be well liked sometimes. This is an insecurity for the INTP. TE nemesis, I don't know too much about TE, but what this can do is we can have a plan in place, and we can get ready to carry out that plan, and it just does not work out as well because of this weaker TE, and that is something that does happen quite a bit for INTPs. NI critic, this is where we criticize ourselves for the things we want. Definitely when it comes to dating, we don't want to go for the man or the woman that we want, and we criticize ourselves. We feel like we're not good enough for that. The thing is, guys, and I made a separate video on NI critic, you have to reject that. That is not true. You, as an INTP, deserve to have your wants and your desires, and there's just no question about that. Everybody deserves that, and so do you. SE trickster here, we're not very in the moment, we're not in your face. This is also a detriment when it comes to dating, like I said, because this is what the female feminine looks for. SE is very about protecting their family. They're very strong, they conquer things, they're very in the moment. So this is something that women really look for in men, and it's our trickster, so it's our worst function. That's not a compliment for our dating lives. But like I said, as INTPs, we can use our TI hero to figure out SE trickster is a problem, and then our NE is going to figure out how to solve that problem. And then FI demon, I won't cover that too much here. Okay, so INTP dating. And just as an aside, guys, I don't know why this Woodgrove Bank is down here. I do not represent anything about Woodgrove Bank. I just used a Microsoft template, and this I could not figure out how to get this off. So yeah, Woodgrove Bank. But back to the topic here, the INTP is at a disadvantage when it comes to dating. Like I said, our cognitive function stack really doesn't do us any favors when it comes to this. You have to realize it's not your fault that you may have difficulty in this area, it's just how you're built. But again, something you need to realize is you have this gift of TI Hero and also any parent, and you can figure out these problems, you can work on them. All it takes is practice, all it takes is changing some things about yourself, and you can do it. So just to drive home the point, our trickster function, SE, is normally what is desired most for women. So what can we conclude about this? We need to improve our SE function. We need to start doing the things such as exercising, such as being maybe a little bit dangerous. This is what most women look for, and this is something you just need to improve. So in this video, we're talking about mindsets you need to put yourself in. SE, you need to focus on this a little bit and try to improve this function as best as you can. It's not going to happen overnight. It's just going to take little by little every single day. Another point I want to make is this is not a motivational video. This is not to psych you out and get you ready for things. That does not work. You have to do things day by day. Make a habit of it. That's how change really works. It's not to get hyped up and just feel really good right now and be ready to go, and then 3 weeks pass by and you're back to where you were. You have to make a habit of at least trying to improve these things on a day-to-day basis. FE and fear. We feel like we're awkward people. We feel like when we go up to people that we don't know, we have awkward conversations. But just like SE, we can improve this. If we improve our confidence, we can actually get over this FE insecurity and really live the lives that we want to live. A key that you have to realize about life is one big thing you need to do is get over your insecurity. And if you're watching this video as an INTP, your insecurity is FE, so you need to work on this every single day. If you're interested more in that topic, I made a separate video on FE and you can check that out. But anyway, this is another reason why we are at a disadvantage, because we feel like we can't make that instant connection with people because of this detriment to our lives. Well, like I said, guys, I'm just reiterating my points here. We can outthink this problem. We just have to get ourselves in the right mindset. We have to use our TI Hero to realize that this is just like any other issue. What is different about this issue when, let's say, a calculus problem or some kind of metaphysical thing that you're into right now? What is different between that and this? You may think, well, I'm not good socially, so I'm not going to be able to solve this problem. But that's not true. Your TI Hero is going to confirm that these are things you need in your life, and then your NE parent is going to look at all the different ways you can go about this and find the best way. So this is not only about dating mindset, this is about other things. And I will also begin a video series on ways to possibly increase your success, not only with dating, but just in your life in general. As INTPs, we're all in this together. We have to help each other out. I believe myself that I'm on the right path as an INTP. I believe I'm trying to live up to my potential, or at least try. If I do all these things and I fail and I fall on my face, who cares? It was better than just sitting there not trying at all. And these are the things you need to think about when dealing with the problems of your life. Okay, so that brings me to my final topic of the day, points for today's video. This video is about what kind of mindsets you need to get into when you're ready to start dating as an INTP, or maybe you're already trying and you're not having good success. These mindsets will help you. So let's get into it here. The first point here is nice guys really do finish last. And I know that's sad, and I know that is hard to accept. But just look around you, have some common sense. All these nice guys that would do anything for a woman, they can't seem to get a girlfriend. You have to realize that this is not what women are looking for. They may be looking for this in a friend and a person that they can text and call and never really hang out in a dating situation, but just be a friend. And that's sometimes you need to think about, is that woman even really interested in what you're interested in? Okay, so women may consciously say this is not true, and comment below, we can have a debate about it. But logic and common sense tells us otherwise. The women are more attracted to the bad guy, the guy that doesn't pay as much attention to them. And I'm not talking about all women here, I'm just talking about the majority of them. If you really treat a woman too nicely, they're not going to have any attraction. So this is something that your TI hero needs to confirm. Logically, okay, it may look like that, yeah, the nice guys that do everything for the woman is really what the women want, and yeah, that's what the TV and the movies are going to tell you, but it's just not true. You need to start considering, are you being too nice to women? Are you not joking around with them, making fun of them a little bit? Because these are sometimes the things you got to do to spark that initial attraction. And guys, this has nothing to do with the please, thank you, opening doors. That should just be a given. I'm not talking about that kind of thing. What I'm talking about is going on a date and being like, oh, hi, what do you do? Oh, really? I do this. Oh, what's some of your hobbies? Oh, that sounds cool. I could get into that. The woman is going to hate that, and you can't really blame her for hating that. You're not building any tension in the conversation, or you're not building any tension in the situation. So don't be afraid to make fun of a woman a little bit. Don't be afraid to hurt her feelings, because if you do that, if you're too nice, it's going to be counterintuitive to try to get a boyfriend, try to get a girlfriend, whatever. And if you think I'm wrong, just keep doing what you're doing, and if it's right, it's going to work out for you. Or you can try these things and just see what kind of results you get. Okay, my next point here, it is a scientific fact that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. And this is just based on one study at the University of Virginia. This is not, I went a little overboard on the scientific fact point there, but anyway, this does ring true. Now, when you approach a woman for a dating kind of situation, you have to at least show some interest, and that's what you need to do. But if really early on in the relationship, you start talking about being committed, being boyfriend, girlfriend, sometimes even marriage, that is going to be very unattractive. And again, the simple logic may tell you that, again, this is not true. If you tell a woman you love her right on the spot, she's going to be just so impressed and she's going to fall for you. Yeah, guys, that's simple logic, but you're an INTP. You have the real logic. And the real logic is you cannot be talking about these things early on. Now, if things continue to go well, you talk to them for a couple weeks, months, whatever, then you or her can bring up the idea of a commitment, being boyfriend and girlfriend. But this video is not about finding your life partner. That's the goal. I mean, obviously that's the goal, because as INTPs, we want to be that loyal person that through thick and thin, through anything, we're going to stick by your side. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is just getting yourself out into the dating world, having a little bit of fun, keeping things casual until you get to these points. So that's just a mindset that you need to adopt to have more success. And my final point here, take her or leave her approach. If you're in a situation where if this woman leaves you and it's really early on in the relationship, okay, I'm not talking about girlfriend, marriage, all that. That should take a toll on you. What I'm talking about here is early on. You just met a girl, you just started talking to her. You just started talking to her for a couple weeks. You cannot be in a position where if she leaves you or goes for another guy, you're just going to absolutely crater. You have to have these other things in your life, the exercise, the family, the hobbies that are very important and you're really passionate about. Because this is one of the most unattractive things that a man can do. If a woman is no longer attracted to the man and it's early on, and the man just calls her, texts her, verbally, maybe even sometimes borderline physically abusing her because of this, that is very unattractive and you cannot do that. If something happens where the woman goes with somebody else, you just need to say, okay, good luck. If you ever change your mind, just let me know. It was nice meeting you. What that says is she's not the most important thing in your life. And again, dumb logic is going to tell you, well, if the woman doesn't know for sure that you like her, she's not going to like you back. No, that's how this stuff works. The real logic is the take her or leave her approach. All right, and that brings me to my final topic of the day. Women are more attracted to unavailable men. So what you need to avoid doing is being very responsive. Every time you get a text message, 1 minute later, the text is back. Every night you're calling the woman. Every morning you're saying good morning. This may sound counterintuitive, but that is not attractive to women. Women prefer men that have other successes in their lives. And they, honestly, a lot of women are going to say they want to be number one, but most of them don't want to be number one in your life. The person that a woman's going to be attracted to is the person that has the good job, has the family, has the other things going on, the other projects that they're really diving into. And another thing you need to think about is men who are less available will make the woman wonder what he is doing. If you're constantly texting back within 1 to 5 minutes, if you're always calling her, if you're always asking what she's doing, telling her what you're doing, that's going to come off as unattractive. She's going to know exactly what you're doing at all times. You need to let her wonder a little bit, wonder what you're doing. You need to start doing things that take up your time that are worth doing. You need to get the hobbies that are very important. You need to get a good job where you're trying to constantly get promoted to make more money, where you have the family, whether you have kids from another relationship, what have you. You need to get yourself doing these things more so you're not responding in 5 minutes. You're just busy. That's just how it is. People get busy. They can't respond right away. And that's just how it is. You need to start doing these things because when you're not texting her back immediately, she's going to wonder, what's he doing? What's going on? And this builds attraction in a relationship. Now, something you need to realize is in the beginning, the man is expected to ask the woman for the number, ask the woman on a date, asking the woman if she wants to do this, do that. So in the short-term setting, it is good to be more responsive, more interactive, being clever, being witty. But once that initial attraction is sparked, eventually the woman will have to start doing her job too. Relationships are a two-way street, and if the woman's never contacting you, never the one texting you first, calling you, you really need to ask if she's even that into you. Because if you're constantly texting, constantly calling her, she's eventually going to find this unattractive, and it's just not going to work out. But this mindset of trying to become unavailable, it's all about making your time valuable. You need to be doing the things that are going to help you out. You need to be exercising. You need to be spending time with your family. You need to have other hobbies that are worth doing. You can't get stuck at putting a woman as number one because you need to have other things in your life that's just taking up your time. That's important. Just think about your family. Think about all these things. They're very important for a well-balanced life. And this is a topic that I'm going to cover in future videos, is getting to a point where you're unavailable, where your time is valuable. That's really what's going to attract the good things in your life. And it's just going to be attractive because it shows that you're a high-value person. And that's honestly what we're trying to head towards. Well, guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below if you disagree with me, if you're a woman who says that I'm wrong about not wanting to be number one, all that stuff I talked about. I like to debate. I mean, you can prove me wrong. I might be wrong. Who knows? If you're an INTP that disagrees or anybody that disagrees, just leave it below and we can always talk it out. I also appreciate the kind comments if this video is helpful for you, and I would appreciate a like if you did enjoy this video and found it helpful. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel. My next video is going to be about the INTP mindset for going on a first date. This is really going to be about getting over your insecurities and just worrying about having a good time. So anyway, thanks again guys for watching and have a nice day.